Welcome friends to this edition, number 39 of the Morsk Feed. In this edition we're going to have an exclusive interview with Bernie Sanders' beloved child whose name is Nikita. Yes, her name is Nikita Marks Sanders. Apparently when he was young, a hippie growing up in the commune, he had a love child that he kept secret all these years. Then again, it's not really a big secret. Well, for some shameless self-promotion, which we all engage in, please buy my book, He, A Sexual Odyssey. Looks better this way, I'm sure. Yes, it is excellent literature, and it's not erotica, but it is sexy as hell. Yes. Don't forget my website, morsklettermonthly.com, which we will find all kinds of short stories, poems, buttons, bumper stickers, even shirts and things like that you may purchase, iconic movements of the politics, etc. Now for this week's stories, which there are only two, which aren't really very many, I suppose. Donald Trump refused to participate in the latest Fox News Republican debate, citing Megyn Kelley as the reason. He said, quote, "She hates me, everybody knows she hates me, plus she doesn't play fair. And she's crummy too. Everyone thinks she's crummy, not just me. In fact, she's a real crumb bum. And she's got blood coming out of everywhere too, right?" Unquote. If there would be a response, when asked if there would be a response, sorry about that, from Fox News, Roger Ailes said, quote, "She walks like a lady, talks like a lady, and she's always been a woman to me," unquote. Then he added, "Sticks and stones can break her bones, but names can never harm her." I suppose that must be true, don't you? By the way, Thorazine and morphine go beautifully together, I believe. Don't you? The Academy of Motion Pictures has been criticized for not nominating any black actors. Spike Lee and Jada Pinkett have vowed to boycott the Oscars completely. When asked to comment on this development, the Oscars spokesperson said, quote, "Really? Were they invited? We thought they were just coming to help with the wait staff." Well, they may have a little work to do in that area, don't you think? Well, that's all the stories for this week. That is in salons. By the way, Hoda, you supercilious blunderbuss of Peregrinate Amour, I love you. That is insolence. Now for the interviews that everyone has been waiting for, almost everyone, I will attempt to get Nikita Marks Sanders on the line by Smutnik satellite. Let me see if I can be successful in this. Hello, hello, Nikita, is that you?
Why, yes, it is me, Nikita here.
I see, and you really are the lover child of the Bernie Sanders?
Why, yes, I am.
Well, tell me how this all came about.
Well, as the story goes, one night at the commune, when my father, he sat around the campfire smoking the weed and listening to the Grateful Dead and reading about the Russian Revolution, he and my mother, Natasha, made a passionate love under the stairs.
I see, well, that is very romantic, and what do you remember about your father, if anything?
My father used to tell me that the rich were the real villains in life, and that I should go to the college for free and get everything I needed paid for by the state.
I see, well, did he have a favorite politician back then?
Oh yes, favorite politician Karl Marx. He even named me after him.
I see. Well, do you also believe in the Karl Marx?
That Kami?
He was a communist, I guess. Yes, I suppose he was.
I despise the Kamis like my father.
I thought your father was a socialist, not a communist.
He just says that to throw people off. He loves Marx and Lenin and Trotsky. He also loved Lenin and McCartney.
Well, why do you hate your father?
That Ruski won't even give me a dime for a college education. He expects the state to pay for it all. That's why he ran for president. He figured if he can become the president before I go to college, he won't have to pay for it. My tuition, that is.
I see. Well, does he support you in any way at all?
Oh yes, he's very generous.
Generous? Then why do you despise him?
I sick of his incessant blabbing about the rich. I love the rich. If Donald Trump was available, I'd marry him.
You would? The Donald Trump? Aren't you supporting your father for the presidency?
That creep. He should go back to Brooklyn and sell conditions or something.
Well, who do you support for the president?
The Donald Trump. He's got the plan and the cash. Plus, I dig that orange squirrely hair.
Well, thank you very much for the information, Nikita.
Not a problem. You know where to send my check.
Yes, you made that very clear. One last question. Does his wife know about you?
Of course, she doesn't care. As long as I don't marry any of my brothers or sisters.
Well, thank you very much, Nikita.
May the force be with you.
Well, that is very nice. There goes our interview with Bernie Sanders' love child, Nikita Marks Sanders. And now, for the hearing impaired, I will attempt to translate what she said, since I am, of course, fluent in the sign language. And that's basically it. Well, let's see, we have the time for just 2 tweets from around the Twitterverse. Some of the twits have changed their names slightly so as to remain anonymous. The first one is from a Cerny Banders, who writes a quote, "You wealthy hypocrite parasite of the proletariat, too bad you aren't a funny. At least you'd serve some purpose for the oppressed middle class. Hashtag Robin Hood wannabe." Well, Cerny, I do appreciate the sentiment, but I don't think you make much sense, you antique commie has-been. The next one is from a Said Trues, or Ked Trues, I'm so sorry, who writes, quote, "Trump is a phony with New York values who secretly loves abortions and Jews," unquote. Hashtag pure God-fearing holy roller. Well, Ked, I appreciate the heartfelt comments. You hated, friendless, two-bit extremist Christ worshipper. Well, my friends, this brings us to the end of edition 39 of the Morsk Feed. That is in silence. Well, friends, until next time, I must bid you adieu. Yes. I love you. Demented as most of you must be. Bonjour. I love you. Till next time. You may turn it off. I said, turn it off, you idiot. Must I do everything myself?